Dolls is a 2019 American horror film directed by Kyle Carvin and written by Justin Hawkins, Josh Hawkins, and Jeff Miller. This tale of 3-foot horror follows Robert Holbrook, played by Thomas Downey. Roberts is a children's book author who's going through a rough patch following a messy divorce. When his mother passes away, he lives in her house along with his daughter Sammy, played by Trinity Simpson. However, they're not alone as 3 dolls come to life to wreak havoc on the duo and everyone else who is unlucky enough to come across the doll.
Put you over here at your buddies, huh?
I would like to note that this is a film by Uncorked, a company I have reviewed before with the Kingdom film. They're basically modern-day Asylum, some actual earnest films, some where everyone just want a paycheck. So far, nothing truly hitting Invasion of the Pod people bad, so I mean there's that. But enough about company lore. Let's forget how to drop kick a violent midget. This is Dolls. Our tale opens with Henry, played by Robert R. Riel. Someone should write a fantasy book with the pen name R.R.R. Martin. Channel some true Asylum energy. All is not right in this house as the lights flicker on and off, and voices are heard in the wall. Whatever it is, it draws closer, cornering him in the bathroom. Come dawn, and he's all washed up. Well, it's pretty dead here, so let's hop on over to Robert, who is only dead inside. Much like his mother, whose house he has decided to occupy due to financial difficulty. Time to clear the place out and do what every honest writer does. Hit the liquor. Suddenly, he finds a doll waiting in the main hall. Confused, he hears a noise upstairs and goes searching. Within are 3 more dolls, and some okay-ish CGI. Honestly, I feel like you could have just made 2 of the same dolls, but with one smiling and swapped them out. Enough of that. Let's boogie. Come nightfall, and something truly terrible arrives. Robert's daughter, Sammy! She's here against her mother's wishes. Also, I want you to remember this line for later.
I am 17, not 7.
Before heading to bed, she catches a glimpse of Robert's newest creation, and his inspiration. The next day, she's dumped it all out, the scent of which draws out Lynn, played by Elise Muller. Why are they separated again?
But this is not the right environment.
Yeah, no, it's way better for me to be around a cheating slut.
Hey.
So it's decided the daughter will stay at the house, but the meeting has left Sammy in a bad mood. So to cheer her up, Robert shows off the creepiest fuck dolls. One eye there is Matthew, Dolly is Lucia, and the most active one so far is Tommy. As far as I'm aware, he just made all that up and pulled it out of his ass. He is a children's book writer. Well, he has a publishing deal to go to, so bye. Oh, it's Margaret, played by Dee Wallace. She's a veteran actor going back to at least the 1970s. You likely recognize her from the works like The Howling, Critters, E.T., and more. A bit of a surprise to find her here. To be fair, she gets more screen time here than other talents that Uncorked will hire, but that's for another review. So much of a surprise that she's gone like a ghost after Robert leaves, and Sammy mentions the dolls. Oh well, that just leaves time for James, played by Brent Green, to introduce himself.
And I'm Sammy.
Yeah, and how old are you, Sammy?
21.
And this is why I don't believe all women. At least he momentarily takes interest in her father's work, long enough for him to come back home. Making it very clear she's 17, he ends up hiring James, as his mother did hire him to do yard work for the summer. With what money, I'm not really sure. That evening, he works out more of the book, and it becomes clear his inspiration may be grounded in the rules of the dolls. Also, his mother is back. Melinda Decay, playing Edna, who you may be surprised to learn did the voice of Grandma in episode 1 of Gantz. She actually played like a ton of grandmas. A few random bumps in the night and a little bonding leads to the dad leaving for another meeting, and Margaret showing up once again, this time demanding they get rid of the dolls. Margaret reveals the backstory, that Henry had split personalities with 3 spirits, 1 a little boy, and 2 demons. It wasn't until Edna utilized 3 little dolls that the problem was solved, albeit temporarily. Also, I'm not sure what was securing him, as he was just sat on a normal folding chair. Budget issues aside, Margaret realized the demons were indeed real. Bit too late, as they packaged and shipped themselves to Henry. Man, that one-night shipping's really fucking good here. And, well, we've seen this play out already. We do see that he spelled out burn, which is actually in the opening. You can find problems with this movie, but give praise when it's due. They have consistency. Not wanting loose ends, they Looney Tunes grandma. Also, Margaret isn't really all that committed to helping. James returns, and well, it looks like he has about a 1 in 4 chance of seeing jail time. Also, I should point out that this is her debut role. She does pretty good, all things considered. Shame Matthew is part of the horny police. Well, no need to stay quiet, so find the body, find the doll. Luckily, Robert is there to save his daughter and find James's body. Well, time for Daddy to show her a particular set of skills. While disposing of the body, the bitch wife arrives and, well, am I meant to be upset at this? Burning clothes and dolls alike, the tale seemingly comes to an end. But damn it, he just kept writing. Finding the wife's corpse, Robert goes for the knife, but the dolls are in control. The film comes to an end as Robert is now insane, and Edna has come to see him, so have 3 little dolls. I should add that it was either due to the sprinklers or else a storm, as the close-up had rumbling, that the fire was put out. So that was Dolls 2019. I couldn't find a budget, but this being Uncorked, I can't assume it was much. The film would premiere at Texas Frightmare Weekend, May 4th, 2019, with a final release to date in Germany, February 21st, 2020. All distribution of the film was titled Dolls, save for Brazil, which opted for Killer Dolls. Filming was done in California, so yes, James would be going to prison. The DVD cover shows off a few dolls not in the film. In the background is a doll from a different Uncorked killer doll movie called The Elf. I find it rather scummy to line your cover in such a way. That said, I wouldn't mind if they tried pulling a Dolls universe. I've seen Ginger Deadman vs. Evil Bong, okay? My tolerance for these movies is unparalleled. That said, this film really isn't that bad. It's hardly what I would consider a great movie. The dolls are mostly uninspired, with only Matthew having any degree of creativity to him. The kills, though few in number, are okay. It's a shame we don't see much from the dolls. They are very static, and we never truly see them move, despite the children's book claiming they'll only kill you when you see them move. I was happy with the film sticking to the practical effects, save for the corny CGI smile of Matthew. Though, to be fair, I did rather enjoy the corniness of the doll's eyes randomly lighting up, even if it reminded me more of an R.L. Stine episode. The interfamily drama was a bit overplayed, as I never really cared. I think it would have been fine keeping the mother to the first and last appearance. The actors weren't bad either. Each did their job competently enough, even those like Trinity, who had her debut. The ending seemed to be hinting at a sequel, but so far, Uncorked is pretty bad at delivering sequels, in my experience. You could do worse in this film, but you could also do better. It's a fine bargain bin movie, but it's not going to fly off the shelf anytime soon. Just remember to keep one eye open for any creepy dolls.
I'm not living with that bitch anymore.
Hey, don't you talk about her like that. That's my job. I don't care how mad you think you are.